Ugh. What we got? Say, Augie, do you know of any good Christmas anime or anime episodes? Oh, God. I wish someone asked me this earlier. Good Christmas and there are plenty. Uh, eh, crap. Crap, you started me off on a. I know this, but now I wasn't thinking about it and I didn't realize it. Um, let's see. If you haven't, if you like Gundam or mechs, hi Hunter X. Uh, I would say Gundam Wing Endless Waltz would be one of them. It takes place during Christmas, so treat it sort of like the Die Hard, but there you go. That's one. The Ranma Christmas episodes are always fun. Um, darn it, I drafted the top 10 list, and I don't have the paper with me. Darn it. Technically, Popotan's considered a Christmas anime, but more because it's secretly styled around a Christmas tree. So very subtle, but that has Christmas themes. Uh, there are more, but I will make a video of that. How about that? Not anytime soon, though. I hope that helps. Hello, Hunter X or Hunter. So let's get the show on the road. Oh, what do we got? What do you think of the Discotek's underwhelming? I liked it. I liked the Discotek day overall. What they announced, the first one was very underwhelming. The rest were okay to me. I liked to hear the continuation of what they were releasing. The biggest one was they got the Moncoli Knights. Oh my God, Moncoli Knights dub all on USB drive. So that was really nice to see. So I'll have a little bit more to say later about that, but them getting the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was amazing to me because I grew up watching that, and watching Saturn Sonic. If anything, trying to follow the trail of what shows aired with Saturn Sonic, leading me to Toonami, got me into anime. So pretty cool. For Street Sharks, I'm wondering if they're going to have the toy commercials with it, so you can see. Darn it, it's not Denzel Washington. It's Denzel someone. The guy who was in the Fast and the Furious movies has like a koala nose. Uh, darn it, what's his name? He's in the Chronicles of Riddick anyway. You should know what I'm talking about now. Uh, other than that, getting some nice updates. But let's continue forward with the so agenda. So first we have trying to see here. All right, let's share this over here. Awesome. Ah, yes, it is Denzel. Vin Diesel. Why did I say Denzel? Awesome, man. Good enough. I'm not an English teacher. If I know what you're talking about, good enough. Can you see me? I accidentally clicked on something and it went there. All right. Galactic Guild, Raxagar, Discotek don't have a good master to work from of this anime, unfortunately. Yeah, there's not much they can do with that. I find it interesting that they're using like the wet on wet art. If you're familiar with Bob Ross, that's how he paints the happy little trees. They use that promotional art for the cover of the J9 trilogy, which we've seen this before with the DVD releases of or a battler Dunbine. So nice touch, nice touch. Some people are a little indifferent with that choice of cover art, but that's all we can do to get the J9 over here, because the Masters were not well kept. It's not heard of to keep a series in the 70s to the side because they only think that they're going to put it on TV again because what's this VHS? What's this record media on TV? That then haven't fathomed the thought of that, which is sadly because this is something for film preservation that they have to go through. Once again, sorry about that. You know how you have like on your toolbars and it's like right on your address bar? I accidentally clicked that somehow. Ugh. And thank you very much for responding to the question. Now let's share this beautiful bean footage, if we will. And we will share. This right here. So, Ascendant Animation announced that they're releasing everything for Demon King Evaglaja. Evaglaja. That's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. Probably botched it. It's another boys' love title. It's not of my interest, but it might be interest to you. So there you go. And let's share another good one. And I'm kind of surprised no one's showed this on social media, or maybe I'm out of touch. Or maybe they're out of time. Boom, here we go. Ultraman The Zero Chronicle, complete series. Yeah, there you go. On the looks. And son of Ultra 7, the God one, Ultraman Zero receives training from Ultraman Leo. On his way to becoming a qualified fighter, the Land of Light is threatened by monsters and aliens headed by Ultraman Belial. Young Ultraman Zero fights fearlessly to fend off enemies living on the expectations of Ultraman 7, the God one. 4 discs, 10 hour 47 long runtime, and there you go. Nothing much there. So this is going to be released February 1st and $27.99. Not bad. Bad for that kind of price. And next we have hold up, got something here. What's up with Sentai re-releasing their library? For example, Broken Blade, I was going to get to that. I got like $10 from their Sentai sale. Now they're putting new cover art, then change the full price. Questionable strategy. Agreed. I think this one already had a Blu-ray released with the DVD, or I could be wrong. It could just been DVD. Sometimes you see a licensor take what they have before, and they need to sell off that label, if you will. When they sell that off all the way and all the quantities are down, they renew the label because now you have people fending off the out of print price. Ooh, which all the resellers are going up out of print. So put it together, it sounds like a seal noise. So you have more demand for that product, so they go back and re-release it. Release it for the new, either newly on Blu-ray or to create more of that label again, showing that they relicensed what they had to keep claim of the license. I'm not sure of the Sentai sales, how they're making money, Not for sure, but I still like it. I'll support what I can. Hey, hey, Flexum. Broken Blade only Blu-ray. Okay. Yeah, Broken Blade was for a while. Same with Heaven's Memo Pad. Then they re-released both with new packaging. Agreed. It's fine. It's fine, Hunter. It's this isn't really a stock market, so no worries. All right. And we will now go to. Let me check the agenda here. Yeah, right stuff. Share the right stuff. Oh, the sweet stuff. Bear with me. There we go. Boom, baby. All right. So, for some strange reason, all the Discotek titles are like wedged in with the past stuff. Let me check back a page. I think they're all on the first page, and I cannot see the comments. Yes, they're all on the first page. All right. So go through. We have Machine Robo, February 22nd of next year. Same with Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Miss Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood. Galactic Gale Braxingar. Angel Cop. And nothing else on that date. If I was you, because this is a new trend that they're doing for Discotek with the steelbooks, how I'm going to pre-order it, just in case other things get delayed, I would make the Angel Cop steelbook a separate one, then bulk all the rest together. You don't have to, but I'm a little speculative to see how this Angel Cop steelbook's going to release, because if you noticed with Sentai steelbooks, they are out of print as soon as day one or sometimes day two. Let's see here. Comments. Well, go over here. So we have Machine. Yeah. Okay, quick comments on this stuff. Machine Robo, you have everything released with it. The OVAs, the specials, the karaoke's, even the music videos. This is going to be a fantastic release. It's going to include the 14 episodes that were dubbed by Central Park Media / US Manga Corps. And we'll have everything else in subtitle. So we'll finally have a complete collection of Machine Robo. Back when they got it from Sentai Film. Not, hold up, let me get a drink. Okay, so back when Central Park Media was negotiating with the company trying to sell them Machine Robo, in the meeting they said, no, we don't want this show. However, a person in finance accidentally sent them the check, so they accidentally, quote unquote, bought Machine Robo. So they did what they could with it and moved on. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, if you haven't had a chance yet, check out the special features that they've shown on Discotek's Twitter. It's, to me, it is amazing. Also, catch my last stream for me to show you what the cover art, inside art, and disc looks like. This Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood, very cute, sweet show. Only saw 2 episodes when it first came out. Funny, it is not as a manga dio. How's that for an answer? Galactic Gale Braxinger, like I said before, they got what they could for the Masters since it's been This is an extremely older show. So the crew shined it up as best as possible, put it in this HD to SD, Blu-ray, standard definition Blu-ray, and we're going to get it soon. Angel Cop, they were able to get the Animation Lab Masters, or reel, if you will. I forgot if it was analog or digital. Analog meaning they got the film reel and upgraded everything. No, they did get scratch that. They got the film reel. They did a lot of work with it. Touched up even the smudges that are hard to do. So we're getting the most HD as possible upgrade for Angel Cop, and also includes more trailers and other US trailers that weren't included in the Blu-ray 3 years ago. Let me check the comments. All right. Megazone 23 was already released via Kickstarter from Air Amigo. Correct. When I get up to it, this will be the standard release. So since it's been a while for... Ugh. Shouldn't say 23, I should say 3-2. Since it's been a while for this one to come out, they are going to naturally release a standard home release of it. Would like to see Dinosaur Wars Eisenborg, a Blu-ray release. This isn't the first time I've heard of this show. I think Twitter at DocSane, or Mr. Reed, if you will, he's commented about this show for quite some time. Naruto Set 6, yes, it's coming out. Yeah, okay. Moe Yuri, fair enough. I have made an Abyss movie steelbook that went OP so fast, it was mind-blowing. Agreed. Eventually, I'll get the steelbook version one day, but I can wait. All right. Going back to here. So yes, Naruto is going to be released March 1st of next year. Then we have the Sentai release schedule, which came out yesterday. So Order of the Rabbit Bloom. So this is season 3 of Order of the Rabbit, March 1st. Broken Blade Blu-ray. This is the movie compilations, not the TV series. The difference between the two is the TV series has some extra animations to better segue from one movie to the other, or in this case, episode to episode. Let's check this out for a sec. Yeah, it is dubbed in English. Monster Girl Doctor. I have seen this one released March 15th, and Princess Principal Crown Handler Chapter 1. I'm not sure if Princess Principal had a new season, or they're just releasing it on the Blu-ray, like as for said before. But Monster Girl Doctor is to me, it's on par with Monster Girl High School, with a little bit of, I don't know how you explain it. I haven't seen I want to say Mayu. I have not seen what do you call it? Spice and Wolf, but there was like, if Spice and Wolf is about microeconomics, Mayu would be about macroeconomics. So you have like Monster Girl High School meets a feudal system, and it focuses on a doctor who is your bland protagonist, and his assistant, which is forgive me on this, I want to say Lambia, half half person, half snake. Snake is the main love interest. Everything else, since he's a doctor, problems come to him, and he saves the day the medieval medical doctor way, if you will. So, not a bad watch, but not that much they can see or question if he can solve the problem of the day, if you will. Check on this. I'm sorry, this has a movie series, so this is the first movie in that series. Check on the comments. Yes. What they say? Did the TV version? It has not been released in the States, but you can watch it on Crunchyroll still, I believe. Either Crunchyroll or High Dive. All right. Going back here. Haikyuu Season 4 volleyball anime. I believe, and this will have one or two OVAs with it. Something to do with Earth versus Ground. Okay, it's a premium edition is going to come out soon, but not yet. Yet has a release date. Episodes 1 through 25 plus 2 OVAs. And what else here? All right. We have the next Haikyuu will be released at the end of March 29th of next year, and also Ingress as well. All right, reading the synopsis, Ingress is like a different take on if I understand the premise, it's like a different take of Psychopaths. I'm not sure if this was released by. It's in English. I'm not sure if this is a Netflix anime being released in home to home video. Not real sure, but it's going to be released soon. Adventure Time, Distant Lands, March 8th next year. Not sure why this is on Crunchyroll, but at the same time, I just praised The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, so can't be too much of a hypocrite all the time, I guess. Or anyway, I can't complain about one if I praise the other. All right, Megazone 2-3 Blu-ray, about $30, released May 10th of next year. Jesus. So it has all of this. All right, I read a tweet last night explaining it. So this will have 2 different tracks for episode 1 and 2, but for the dub track for 3, it's going to be the ADV dub. Let's see what I got. Comments. Are you a fan of marionette shows such as Joe 90, Terra Hawks, Captain Scarlet? When you typed in marionette, I was thinking of Saber Marionette J. Joe 90, Terra Hawks. 90. Oh, puppet show. Oh, the puppet craze. I love the puppet stuff. Problem is you just can't find anyone to watch it with you. Like you try to get someone to watch Team America, it's nearly impossible to find someone to watch that with you because that's puppets. What's this all about? Is this like Gumby and you're like you don't even get what's the point? Let's see. Curious about this. Terra Hawks. Man, that looks so British. What else? What else have you trying to introduce me here? Captain Scarlet. Dang, the Captain Scarlet looks like they cloned. Yeah, it looks like they cloned a bunch of. What's his name? Sylvester Stallone's and made them into puppets. This looks awesome. Wow, I need to check these out. I'm probably not going to check out Supercar. They said premium version of Vinland Saga was going to be released as well. Haven't heard anything since. Awesome. Well, yeah, awesome and meh. Not sure why. Maybe this has something to do with the supply chain issue, but that's sad. Vinland Saga deserved a premium edition as soon as it came out, but okay. Maybe this premium edition will say season 1 instead of complete season series. All right. Let me take a drink and we'll start a sort of top 10 list. All right. All right. So Discotek is tapping into the cartoon world and releasing it on SD to standard definition to Blu-ray. So I pondered. There's obviously going to be some that they're going to get since they got Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. They've obviously can tap into the Deke library, and since they got Street Sharks as well as Street Fighter and Mega Man, they obviously have some connection to get into the USA Network cartoon morning lineup. Hold up. So which of these you picking up, Augie? For Discotek, anytime I see like a Discotek release, I'm staying current. So I usually pre-order all of them at once. With Sentai and their sale, I like partially pick up some and partially not because either it's a re-release or it's too expensive right now. I can wait later, which might bite me in the butt. So out of those, which am I going to pick up? All the Discotek. Probably Gintama with the Discotek slate in February. I'm not going to pick up the Naruto Blu-ray because I have the Naruto DVD sets, which I'm not going to save too much space because I got those brick sets. Or the Rabbit, Monster Girl Doctor, and Princess Principal. And Haikyuu Season 4. I feel like Haikyuu Season 4 I need to wait on because I know I can get that at the $30 mark later next year unless they change up their strategy. I don't know why I'm having science problems today. Princess Principal Crown I'm probably going to pick up because the price point. Order of the Rabbit, probably so. Monster Girl Doctor, not so sure yet. I feel like I can get a cheaper price later. The same as with Ingress. And I'm debating if I'm going to pick up the standard release of Megazone 2-3 because I got this release. So do I want to open this or not? That's the bigger question. But I'll probably open this and watch this version of it. Ooh, what do we got? I got you. Network, take Blu-ray label. They have these shows on their website with a great transfer FYI. Network. Are you talking about the 1970-ish movie where the news broadcaster goes crazy and yells to Yells on the broadcast to tell everyone to yell outside, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore." Network. Or is that the label of the boutique Blu-ray label? I seen network. Yeah, let's go. Let's continue. Oh, the puppet shows. Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Saying so. Cool. Okay. I know that Shout Factory released a lot of them, or released a few of them. I'm not sure how much more there are or not. I have seen Discotek's release of oh, what's this? What's the deal with digital codes and Funimation? I tried to use one for Ibane Rimme and accepted it, but I can't find it in my library. Okay, that is. I feel sorry for you. Funimation. Anytime Funimation has an issue, and they have their customer service, which is non-existent, you're going to have one hell of a time. I'm not sure. My only speculation would be since Sony bought Funimation, Sony is usually the pioneer for home video distribution since they own the DVD rights, they own the Blu-ray rights. I don't know who owns the HD Blu-ray. Okay, I thought they released Supercar as well. Okay, Thunderbirds only. So I think since their parent company owns them, they're still going to work with the digital codes. Gojin still sell them, but it's strange. I don't use digital codes to watch stuff. I literally just take the disc, put it in the player, and go. So I wish I can help you troubleshoot that. I'm so sorry. Sorry for you. Now then, is it prepped? Yes. So I have a list of 11-ish shows. There's going to be some ties, and I'll explain some of the ties, and let's go through it together. This is my top number list of shows that should be Discotek. What do I put down? A top 10 list of what cartoons should get the Discotek treatment. Sweet. All right, so the first one, and we have a creator. This is one of her first works, but a creator. This is one of her first animated projects, but later we will see a project that she worked on that deserves more of a release. So the reason I'm choosing this show out of all possible is because it was on the Digimon movie, or a promo before the Digimon movie. And that's, you guessed it, Angela Anaconda, baby. I remember watching this on ABC Family, and I liked it. Liked it because of the quirky characters, how they would talk to each other, and it seemed relatable because I forgot what age they're supposed to be, but for someone 8 to 9 years old, well, you can kind of relate and know who's the who as they're talking about each character because you can pinpoint them in your classroom. So that I say it deserves the treatment because it would be interesting to kind of get the interviews and commentary just to know what life events created the plot of this episode. All right, what do we have for next? Next one is another two-par. This one will share 2 spots for the one place of number 10, and that's Race Face. This was released by Funimation, but not fully released onto hard disk. Not much to say, just a tween show about the embarrassments of growing up, as well as My Life Me. A lot of people bashed My Life Me when it came out. And what was strange was you had My Life Me, then you had Rugrats All Grown Up. Between the two, this show was far better, a far better watch than the other. However, people have bashed it because of the pseudo anime style and much more to pseudo anime style and weak plot points. Even though weak plot points worked, if I put those plot points into Totally Spies, no one would say anything. But for this show and what what animation style that it had, people bashed about it. Comparing this show with High Guardian Spice, this is a far better show in general. So with people bashing this one for a long time, and we see what Teletoon released, or no, not Teletoon, what Crunchyroll has released, this show should get more praise. But anyway, X2, next on the list is another two-parter. We have Bucky O'Hare. Sorry for the sigh, if the size is not met, but Bucky O'Hare, to my knowledge, does not have a Blu-ray release, and I feel like there's a lot more extras we can gather from the show. Other than that, I find this to be very fun. A very fun show that can rival what was released prior from Discotek. With it, with the you have Street Sharks, Street Fighter, all that kind of stuff. So this would be a high action one that's fun to watch as well, and very toyetic on the side. Next, sharing the number 9 spot, Mighty Max. If you not have seen the show, it does its standard episode per episode, but what is genius is the last episode of this show. Very toyetic. It's essentially the toys were like Polly Pockets, but for boys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is like a miniature play set that you can see the theme of it. Open it up and you can like go through each area that's supposed to be in theme of this small play set. And that's the toy. Next up is another two-parter, and this is from Image Comics. One would be the Max, and the other one would be the Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon was on that USA lineup, but I feel like both of these don't get the praise that they should. And to my knowledge, they're not on Blu-ray. I'm not sure what extras that they can scrounge up from this, but it would be nice to see the praise and attention that they deserve. Let's see here. Yes, if you're familiar with the Fox Network, then you should know Eek the Cat, man. Eek the Cat and the Savage. Anyway, there's another show that's with it. I want to say the Savage Thunderous Dinosaurs. Maybe I probably batched that up, but you have Eek the Cat before, right after Garfield, right after Heathcliff, right after Fritz the Cat, all in the 70s and animated some more in the 80s, in the 90s. We had Eek the Cat. A very fun show about this ultra positive cat that gets into very hazardous and smashing situations. Home to a very stereotypical 90s family, which I don't recall if there's a dad in there or not, that he lives with while having his other pet friend that he has to live with is Sharky the Shark Dog, which he has his own music video. Yeah. However, everyone seems to fall in love with Eek, but he always loves his big pink blubberous cat girlfriend because he likes the person that she is. If you haven't seen this series, check it out. This was a very popular one in the early 90s and really needs some more love and attention. Up next is David the Gnome. David the Gnome, on Nick Jr. at the time when I grew up, kicked Papa kicked Papa Beaver's Storytime's ass. This was a great. This is a great. I want to say a Swedish show in the '90s that was brought on to early childhood networks. I think the Learning Network was one of them from BBC, maybe. But for the Tales of the Gnomes, this was very interesting because we get to see inside the gnomes. And with, I want to say his name is Tom Bosley, the father from Happy Days, and also the sheriff in A Murder, She Wrote. With him voicing David, it adds more of a charm to it. And David is a doctor of the forest, so all the animals come to him with their problems. We see him and his loving wife just being the most charming as possible, as well as facing off with gnomes and wizards and something too. Anyway, this real I only the only way I know to get this is on DVD. However, I question if the DVD is official or not. We probably wouldn't get the Tom Bosley commentaries unless they were recorded way back when, but would be nice to get as much art and background features as possible for this beloved show. All right. Sorry about my sinuses, guys. All right, another two-parter, and lucky for you, they're both action. Going with the theme of Cyber 6, we have Phantom 2040, baby. So we have the Phantom in this artwork. We have the Phantom and the guy that keeps getting his ass kicked every episode in season 1, but not season 2. If you play the SNES game, it is amazing. I like the Phantom in general, and I kind of wish it had a better live action movie. But Phantom 4020, I love the action and satisfaction of this 90s eco-friendly message cartoon. Up with the tie is Exo Squad. Besides having a toy tie-in with Robotech, this show is probably the best written for good guy, bad guy situations. I feel like if I tell more of the story behind this, it'll spoil it. But essentially, you have humans, and probably going to bash this, but clone aliens that are supposed to be doing all the work in space, but eventually took over the human race. You have one bad guy scenario with the general boasting, well, you can't replace me. Then the bad guy showed that all the clones that he has of him, and his response is, well, yes, I can, and kills him around the spot. There's plenty of different dialogues and scenarios of it. I kind of want to relate this to how the Legends of the Galactic Heroes is written, but more toy-tetic. Anyway, what do we got? We got, yes, another two-parter for one for one slot. So slot 4, the second part is Daria with all the original music. Why in the world am I putting this down with that? Well, if you have Daria on DVD, the complete set, they had to, for license reasons, get rid of all the music and replace it with something else. This might be okay with some, but for me, it kind of takes it out of place. It doesn't set the same tune. It's like the same thing with WRKB Cincinnati. You take the music away, it's not the same. That doesn't make more sense. It's like you take the narration of Vincent Price away from Thriller. It's not the same without that awesome narration. Or what else? It's like they took away SpongeBob from SpongeBob SquarePants. It's not the same show without the title character there. I don't know. This might be more of a stylistic reason, but stylistic reason for this to be on the list. However, this is probably the most impossible because of all the music licenses. And I kind of wish I had the money to fund a Daria with no tempered music, but the best way to catch it is praying Viacom to rerun the show on television, because that's probably the only way you're going to get the original music with the show. And what else ties with number 4? Well, obviously Pepper In. Why in the world is this on here? One, there's no fully released version of this show out there unless you like Toradora Ant. And Disney Plus doesn't even show this show. Don't know why, even though this inspired the main character from Amphibia, anyway, the Frog Show currently. This show, with its positive 90s telling of a single mom raising kids, there's no other way to watch this. And also, there's a lot of bumpers and extras that you can just cram packed into this to give it that Discotek style of release. Followed up, we have number 3, and that's My Life as a Teenage Robot. We have the DVDs released from Amazon. However, there is so many bumpers and fan base behind this show that has extras red just showing and pouring from their fandom, that this would probably be one of the easier ones that they would scale it up to however they can and get all the extras, bumpers, how to draw, etc., on this set. Next up, number 2, Space Ghost Coast to Coast, baby. 1, it needs a full, complete release with the Game Tap episodes and also the Kentucky Shark Nightmare era as well. So that would be what? We have the 3 seasons on DVD. You have the 98 episodes. You have the Kentucky Shark stuff, which was the beginning of Adult Swim. Then over here we have Game Tap, which never released the episodes. So all the episodes into one. There's so many extra features here. We have news reports of the show, extra interviews of the shows. We have full interviews before they splice it together to make comedy. Oop. Now I'll get to that comment in a sec. So you have all this extra stuff that you can just jam pack into there. Even people in Atlanta, Georgia praise this show, even subtly. If you see my tour of the Videodrome video store, you even see Brack there. Hold on a sec. Let's get caught up on some stuff here. All right. Sorry for the type. Me either. I just tried it today for the first time. Okay, that's regarding the digital code. Savage Dragon, thanks for the praise, bud. I love Bucky O'Hare and Mighty Max. Is Discotek releasing those? This is all speculation. This is not what they're going to release. I wish it was, but this is all speculation from what I want to see from this list. LOL, David the Gnome. I remember that intro song. Me too. I remember the ditty, but I can't remember the words. Which usually I know the words to make good puns or dad joke puns. What do we got here? They used to do the rub nose instead of kissing. Yeah, the Eskimo kissing. Yeah, David Nanone has a really sad ending, but I don't want to spoil that here. Sweet. I'm glad someone else knows about Exo Squad. Yeah, I hate that they did that too. And it's strange as much as I like the show and plot, it's strange that it was released on UPN of all places. Ooh, Pepper Ann. She's too cool for 7th grade. She's like 1 in a million. Are we discussing the most wanted Western tunes on physical? Sorta, kinda. The title is a top 10, even though I've went over more than 10 items and I can't decide on what can break a tie for a slot. This is stuff that would deserve a Discotek treatment. I would love an HD SWAT Cats, me too, but I kind of feel like Cartoon Network might do that with the reboot series that may or may not happen. I'm not sure what's going on with that. All right, so this is number 2. Moving to number 1. That was the previous. Moving to number 1. The Tick. Why in the world did I put the Tick down? Very simple. When Buena Vista, a subsidiary of Disney, released The Tick, they selectively chose what episodes to put down. So we're missing a lot of episodes. Not sure why. Well, I do know why. Because of sensory, because they were able to slip under the censors to release what good adult entertainment would be for the kids. That's why it had the strange, it was on Fox Kids, then it was rerun on Comedy Central of all places. So I love The Tick. We need another season of the Amazon one. I don't know why they stopped after 2 seasons, but it was criminal that they stopped that. It went on to create the Brothers or something like that. I don't know. But for the original 90s Tick, that needs a re-release. All episodes, commentaries. I can see a plethora of extras that they can jam pack and release with this sucker. However, with my top 10 lists, even though I start with 11, they go 10 to 1. That's not all the digits. The obviously number 1 or top spot, which is 0, is Saddam Sonic. Come on. It is the number 1 animated show of all time. I don't care what IGN says. This sucker needs the Discotek treatment more than anything. I know that they have the Adventures of, but if you have the Adventures of, surely you can get Saddam. This is like the best show of all time. So that if it wasn't for this show, I wouldn't have gotten into anime, really. All right, enough sharing. So that was the list. Other side comment I have about the Discotek presentation was Mike Toole's, well, choice of words when regarding different formats. He claims he doesn't want he claims that the DVD format is dead, even though there's still a market for it. Okay, Discotek wants to focus on Blu-ray. That's why he keeps pushing the HD to Blu-ray stuff. Totally fine with that. However, if you're going to start off your presentation, do not say that home video releases are dying quickly, so we're doing what we can fast. Don't do that. So you have home videos dying, DVDs dying. We got SD to Blu-ray, so everything's covered. But we're trying this new format, 4K. I want to say HD Blu-ray, and then he discusses that SD Blu-ray is not covered on the format. Okay, so it's a very limited library of what you can do, which is fine. You still have 2 formats that can support kind of cross support, but why in the world would you upgrade to a format that's more limited than one that you have more versatility with? Then one of the questions at the end that blew my mind was a VHS release. Apparently, there's still a VHS duplicator. I'm fine with VHS, but for this kind of licensor, why would you go to VHS why would you have a VHS release if you don't want the DVD release? But anyway, I have no idea why commented that and have confused me as a collector. Let's get to the comments. Are you familiar with Arabian Nights Sinbad Adventure anime? That was my favorite childhood anime of all time. Oh. I think if you check, I think I have seen that one. That was released by Media something. That technically has, if it's the same one I'm thinking of, it was like one episode and you strangely saw the same carpet as in the carpet of Aladdin in the background. Is that ringing a bell? Because if you have, there is a DVD release of it, but not the best quality, or, well, really, I don't think it's official. But if you check either I know the first one has one DVD. Actually, check out the first Pickup Halls episode I did, and you'll see that at least one episode or a movie from it. If it's the same one I'm thinking of. I think it's just called Aladdin. Let's see here. Discotek might know something that us U.S. collectors do not. Do you think that's true regarding the format lifespan? Well, they should. I hope they know more. That way they can shift their business to continue. But I keep seeing stuff, or for a while, I've kept reading stuff about how DVD's going away, even though there's still a DVD market and they're making it. Blu-ray, which I hate it for Blu-ray. It just came out at the wrong time. To me, it came out at the wrong time. You obviously see Blu-rays behind me. Blu-ray came out, which was supposed to be better than DVD. Then the streaming boom happens. Okay, that's not what I was talking about regarding this question. So, I've seen retailers. What forces this hobby to be like it is retailers are buying this in bulk and going through their supply chain as you will. Currently, we're having a supply chain issue, so we probably can't get the plastics as readily available to order ship to create that product that we like. So you have that going on. You have retailers and distributors not picking up as much of the bulk. And you have for anime in general, my 2 cents, there's not enough commercialization for it. I don't see a commercial for, hey, pick up the newest insert anime. You don't have that. It's word of mouth. And whatever someone picks up and watch, that's what they're going to watch. If they like it, they pick it up. If not, so be it. Collectors like me, I feel like I'm one of the legendary status, but I don't think there's not much of me around. However, there probably is more, but they don't say much. Do they? You think it's true regarding the format of the lifespan? Discotek probably does know something, but they're having to walk a tight wire, if you will. Well, to not scare people out of buying their product. Hopefully, they do know something. But I think the lifespan of this hobby would last about 15 more years. But I don't know. I don't think it's dying per se, but I think there's some something bigger like Walmart or Best Buy, by those home stores probably don't want to contribute anymore because they want something that's like, or they're seeing the chain of people are buying digital more than physical. And I'm not the person selling the stuff, so I don't see the statistics to kind of gauge if physical is worth it or not. I'm still shocked and surprised that vinyl is as popular as it is, because back in the 90s, uh, back in the 90s, people were trying to get away from vinyl, so it stopped and CDs sold crazy. Now we're seeing people want vinyl for that vintage sound and vibration. So who knows? It shifts and you maneuver. What do we got here? Is there a graph regarding format market share? DVD is taking about 54 away. I wish I knew if there was or not. To me, that would be hilarious, because I prefer the DVD format over the Blu-ray, to be honest, because I'll make a video of it, but short answer is there's more availability to play a DVD over a Blu-ray. You get a laptop that has a disc reader on it. It's not Blu-ray. It's DVD. You try looking an internal Blu-ray drive for your laptop, you can't find it anymore. I know it used to exist, but unless you have the right specs for a lower power computer, it's not there anymore. I want to take it to go. Let's see. U.S. collectors are the minority to the general population. True. Very true. However, I'm not so much of a statistician to counter that. There's a lot of, I'm not sure how to bias to get a more appropriate number. What do we got here? Are you surprised, as I am, that there is no physical format revolution from tape to CD, for example? Well, tape to CD, tape, you have to rewind. You have to make sure the film is not lightly sanded or dust. So when it went from cassette to DVD, which DVD was stronger than Laserdisc because it can contain all the extra features onto one side. So for people renting at the time, no more going to DVD. There was no more rewind fee. You can just drop it, go. You can technically rip it much easier and store it better than just having tape for tape, lessening the quality after time after you copy the tape. So I'm not surprised by it. I'm not surprised. I'll allow 5 more minutes for questions, comments, please. Please comment, share with your friends. And let's see here. Most powerful PC or laptops don't have physical format drive anymore. That's sad to hear. Well, sounds like this shift, if you will, is more from the creators of the computers rather than the interest of the user, but that's just me. I would like to share with y'all something before I leave. That is, if you want to watch more episodes of these, and they're not in the videos, well, hey, there I am. Go to playlists and go to right over here with anime releases. And you should be able to find, that is something else. You should be able to find all that I have streamed so far right there. Oh, once again, thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for typing in all that you can, responding to me. This was awesome. This was fun. I wish my nose wasn't stopped up. I'm slowly trying to develop a calmliness so I won't stutter or stop blatantly. I apologize for that, but it's just a learning curve for me. Hope there is, if you've ever seen my channel before, I do a lot of collecting videos. I'm trying to work in anime reviews when I can, but so far it's been kind of tough. There's a series I have called Augie Anime Bargain Hunts. That's when I go out to the world and try to grab physical media. So far I have 4 episodes and 2 store tours. Like I go through the store to show you everything. Possibly you'll get commentary from me, but possibly an interview of the owner as well. So episode 5, cross my fingers. I'm hoping to release that before the year ends with 2 store tours with it. If there's anything else you'd like for me to go over in these Augie pauses, let me know. Put in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, ring the bell to know of any new issues. I am not sure how to regularly schedule one of these Augie pauses, because when they release something, the industry, they release like this acid reflux is killing me. When they release their newest pre-orders and stuff, it's not consistent. So it's like a whim of every day if possible. What do we got? The bright side, if physical media drifts away, our collections will be more valuable. True. I don't think physical media is going anywhere anytime sooner or later. I agree. I mean, I like having stacks of this to form my own media library. So, thank you, Hunter, or Hunter X, Hunter Shine, Hunter Versus, Hunter Cross. However you want to say, thank you very much. Love your content. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, all right. So with that, have a great day. Peace out. Stay warm. Be careful of traffic. You should have got your Christmas shopping done, but try to sneak to find out where to wrap your presents. Good luck with that. That's always a toughie. And see y'all next time. Maybe this year, maybe later this year, or maybe next year. Be safe, to stay in touch, and call your parents.